Okay, thank you, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. Observe all protocols. Greetings to those on the chat and those listening wherever you may be. Now, today is quite a very important day because of this electoral reform. I think since last year we've exhausted this. So for those that must have forgotten, I made a suggestion. I said my own idea of electoral reform before I contact Akpabio is on the day of election. There should be accreditation the way it's done at the polling unit. After accreditation, then they vote. Everything hopefully goes peacefully. After voting, they tally the result in which party agents will countersign. Yes, everything tallies with the total vote cast. Then they will upload it there. Uploading means that if I'm in Norway, I phone my junior brother in my village. I said, have you voted? He said, yes. So can't you see they're counting it now? You can't you hear the sound? I said, okay. After a while, I phoned again. He said it has been uploaded. I've seen it on my mobile phone. I went to INEC website. Then me in Norway will also go to I website and see it. There is no room for collation. Any election, are there any polling unit, for whatever reason the election, the result was not upheld, it is as good as the election did not take place there. That is the election reform I subscribe to, because that is the way it's done all over the world. For any reason, because I know Nigeria, if they say, oh, they want to upload, it didn't go, it was not done. We are not taking anything. Because I remember last year when the criminal Mahmoud, when
Let me come in here. You see what you are saying, eh? That was why they said there was a glitch. This time, they don't want to say the
no,
word glitch. They will not want to
yes,
upload
listen,
anything. That is manual.
that you see whether you see, even I've included glitch as part of the reason he didn't upload. Simple. Last year was not, there was no glitch. Do you know that? Do you know the reason? I challenge everybody, go and ask, because there are what they call staff of INEC and ad hoc staff. Ad hoc staff are something like youth corps members. They always use, because youth corps, you are not permanent. They use them. So these youth corps members they are using are our brothers. Maybe in we know them. Part of us, our brothers or cousins, we help on the day they are going. They were told this is the password to use for House of Reps. They uploaded it. It wasn't Mahmoud that was at the polling unit. They also gave them this is the password to use for House of Senate result. They then asked, what of presidential? I said, no, leave that one first. So where is the glitch? So they know they are not going to upload. So forget about Mulai Mohammed going to America to say when they saw what was happening, they have to switch off look at the idiot. Now he's coming out of retirement. Let me leave that first. So that is the electoral reform. Anything short from it is because why? It's as good as if he did not upload, then you forget that there's no election in that polling unit. Nigerians do you know why they no longer snatch ballot paper? Anywhere, because they were in those days of Obasanjo, what is it called, the garrison election. They snatch ballot paper on the way to taking it to the collation center. Somebody will come out from the bush somewhere, the motor taking it, they switch. The one they've completed in the chairman's residence somewhere, they switch it. Put this one, take that one away. When they go, every will be one party. So then they now know that if you go and snatch ballot box in any election polling unit, Nigerians will laugh at you because they will just declare no election. So Nigeria has graduated to that. We all know it. So in this case, if for any reason, I don't care whether NEPA take light, but he didn't upload, so no election from that. That's no election. It will not be a case of every party be at your situation room. The way I know there yesterday when Newcastle was playing Man City, I wasn't in Manchester. I did somewhere, they look. The moment they blow whistle final, I don't need to wait 24 hours or 48 hours to know result. The scoreboard, everybody will just see the scoreboard. Result is there. Because as then the score go, the thing to upload into the scoreboard. So there is no that we don't we are now in 2026. That's why Nigeria, thank God the American boots are on the ground. All this nonsense, what we are talking, all these things, we are whether Akpabio or not Akpabio, before we even come to that. This is the election reform that we should be pushing. Any for whatever reason, any result that was not uploaded, that polling unit, no result. We are not interested in follow us, make we go where they collect them. When they reach, like they did in a do election, when they reach where they collect them, the returning officer for PDP and that's where Godalo was crying in the night. We saw it here. Only APC was allowed in. When they manipulate, when they come out, they say APC go to no. There's no need because every day, look, if you want to know the result of Man City and Newcastle, you don't need a collation. Day. You just open what is they called Carabao Cup. You see it there. If you want to know result of the World Cup qualifiers, you go to FIFA. With everything is there. There's nothing to collate. So that is the meaning of uploading. You see it instantly. If I'm sending email to you, the moment I say click send, 5 minutes. If we are the same Yahoo platform, the thing will just show. You don't need to say make I collect them. You don't collect anything. So that is that Nigeria is matured for. That's what they do in Ghana. That was why the opposition, I mean the vice president to the last president, phoned that the opposition should come and take over. Because they are seeing it. Everybody just hold it as the thing they come, you're the tally. It's like World Cup match. As they score, they put them. Then they play penalty. Yes. Yes.
If they
yes,
put
I'm with
this,
you.
Majority of the senators will come back. Majority of them will
that
come
is
back.
see.
That's the reason why
that is the reform. That is where I know. That is the reform. That's why sometimes now let me break it down like this. That's why sometimes people are focusing on presidency as if the only presidency then we're supposed to upload. What of the person will go be your chairman? It could be one criminal. If they upload it, cancel everything, that is the election reform we are talking now, which brings me to how do we make it happen? You see, a time has come that Nigerians has to take their future in their hands. That's what I'm saying, including everybody. We just have to, if like Peter for Nigeria. When I look at that guy, I shake my head. I say, "But I wish him well." He really mean business. Not be National Assembly in the day with some people. Let Nigerians come and one day before you know them. This pressure will be on them. They must upload. They must make it compulsory. Why is it that in 2026 we are still talking of how to use torchlight? You see, not what we saw in last 2023. Some people are using mobile phone touch this thing. They put them use TPEX. They change everything. Later they say go to court. Who are they talking to? Are we stupid? That is the electoral reform we are talking about. So in this case, it is everybody's duty. In the UK, I was told that who is responsible for health and safety? They say it's everybody's duty. Who is responsible for keeping you safe? Don't say police, including you. It's everybody's duty. Safety is everybody's duty. That's what I was taught. No, it doesn't. So in this case, every Nigerian is important. Because there's no point you vote, you do your vote. You say this person should come and that vote is like your money they took out of you. So the way you save your money and hide it from people not seeing it, because if they stole it, you will be annoyed. That is the way your vote is. You want your vote, when you put it there, it should be uploaded. It doesn't mean whether you vote for the wrong candidate. Even if you accept money to go and vote, let it be uploaded. We don't pass this system of collate. Go to ward collation. From ward collation, we go to local government. Which nonsense? Nigeria don't pass them. All you need is, as INEC, they use Biro, they look their website, because nobody them put them. The one from Bauchi is coming in, the one from Edo is coming, the one from Anambra, everybody, the thing just they populate the place like data. Then the parties are different, go just they tabulate them. This is our own, and that is what everybody is seeing, and is tamper proof. So what are we still talking about?
Election reform. That's why the media can project the winner.
Can project. You see, when we're even talking about the media self can even take it upon themselves as if it is their destiny. And then the more the people are moving, they will say this is what the people want. And which brings me to this thing because Nigeria like grammar. Then go there, put them. INEC meh. You know where say meh. INEC may use uploading or this. You see, so, listen,
fraud now.
that's why when you now go to court, one senior advocate you got just say, according to the INEC law, if the law is clear, he say INEC may. It's not binding that they might use any system that is no. If we cannot upload, let the world know that we spend the trillions of naira, we cannot upload results. Any place a election cannot be uploaded is as good as it didn't take place. It doesn't matter whether people stand in the sun for the 28 hours. We don't want anything TPEX. It must upload. We send messages on WhatsApp, it uploads. Group WhatsApp, we send messages, everybody sees it. After sending it, do you now go and say, hey, let us copy it out and start adjust? No, it must upload. It is must. After on a figure, the moment you put it there, it uploads. It's like downloading something. People in the villages download anything. You send money to somebody in the village, they say, what is it? But what is your account number? May I transfer money to you? Una did the same funeral where they are doing burial. Oh boy, I never see you. You say, oh no, okay. Where's your account number? Man, so UBA, so Zenith. Now 50,000. Oh boy, thank you. Oh, now 20. Oh boy, thank you. I bet a manager like that. He don't immediately transfer. So why is it that the election result cannot move like that? Who are they deceiving? Nigeria should. I mean, there are certain things I don't like to react to. So in this case, what I will now advise is this: it is like the entire opposition is now ADC. If really they are serious, because I know ADC is still playing games, they should address the press and say, because it is now ADC versus Tinubu or ADC versus APC. This thing should be a national, it should be a national agenda. That if they cannot do this, election will not take place. Let the world know that Nigerian deliberate, the people boycotted the election. The world will ask. Forget about all these people might say, look, let it be. If we cannot upload election result, we are not voting. We are not voting. It's as simple as that. I'm grateful. You see, that's why in a way I'm having hope for 2027. But people might say no. We have never done any election in which American boot is on the ground. We never, since independence. There's a reason for that. As time goes on, they're eliminating all this terror. Tension go to come down in Nigeria, and things will change. Definitely change. Due to orientation will change. Most of these people sponsoring terrorism are people that are interested in 2027. And by the time they release the list, let me say this: this man they call it Frank Uto, the man from Yerwata in Benue State, a lawyer who is now representing it's like he's the key witness. He's in the US Congress. I listen to him. Yeah. In fact, he explained the thing. I don't even know I saw the thing be. He said by the time they pass it, that is when Ted Cruz them. He said they will open up. He said they have the list. The why he said they have the list. He said they will just open it up. The guy said Nigerians will be surprised that when they mention the names, it will be most of these politicians we are seeing that are talking of we go do it like this. See this person go contact. He said you'll be shocked, and all of them will be eliminated. Not be sacked, you. They will be expired. That's what in fact, I have to believe him. Do you know after finishing, he said he's senator from Oklahoma. He mentioned the name because he's in the state of Oklahoma. He said he has an appointment with his senator so hour that he will now go. They will discuss. And this is a man from Yelwater, the place that Tinubu couldn't go, that people cried. You can imagine what he will tell them. This is the direct. This is not a case of a screwdriver for Nisha and Moibu, IPOB. Not them. They just forge. No, this is not a screwdriver case again. The person in charge now, the person leading the key witness testifying is the man from Yelwater. He's telling them, and they are listening to him. And he met with one other guy. I saw him on short when one interview. He was crying. He said, "Look at the way they are slaughtering people. You haven't seen this." So there are a lot of variables that will change. And I'm grateful. That's why all these things Akpabio is still doing. Whether Akpabio go even last, reach that, you never know. But then that does not distract the fact that Nigerians will rise up. This is what we want. It is in your own interest, you the senator, so that they don't rig you out. Because sometimes when you are telling, you say, look, you the senator that is doing this, it could be in your own interest. Maybe you are in APC, you could have rigged you out. Maybe PDP didn't rig you out. So in this case, the fact that they want the electoral result to be uploaded is in everybody's interest. It's only a criminal that will be saying, no, 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 there's no point for us to put security in Nigeria. Why? It's for your own like good and for my own good. You, the police officer, you want to go to work. Supposing you come back, the same robber go bug police barracks, or kidnap your wife. Will you be happy? So as you are going to protect people, you should be expecting that the family you left at home will also be protected. So this electoral reform is not a matter for half measures. We have to go for the full, and it must be uploading is by force. That is must be clear, compulsory, to the extent that any election result that cannot upload for whatever reason, I don't want to know the reason, no result from that polling unit. Let's stop all this nonsense. We're in 2026. We can't be behaving as if we are in the year 1421. Thank you, Niger Watch.
All right. Augustine, thank you, sir.
Mr. Evans.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Dr. CM, thank you. I just want to quickly, ask if it's possible for you. That Akpabio video where they speak, the place where they speak, they say they no go use electronic transmission. Please, that section, if you project it, you will see that as Akpabio was reading, two senators were in front of him, teleguiding him, making sure that he read the script as given to him. He will not bend. It's like they just on top of his head. The leader of the majority leader and one other senator. They make sure and immediately finish reading it, then they walk away. To me, it's like a script has been handed over to Akpabio to read. And those two senators were in front of him to ensure that Akpabio, you cannot even take a word out of it. Just read it as it is. If you see that video, you see what I'm talking about, where Akpabio was giving that speech. How will the president of the Senate be speaking, and they just like on top of him, like he's being teleguided? Or the idea is that to make sure, I believe that statement, that paper, 2 or 3 paragraphs was given to him to read, and he cannot deviate from it. And those are the messenger, the messenger, which is the leader of the majority leader in the house. He brought it, and his job is ensure that this is what Akpabio read, and they achieved it. If you can show people the video, you see what I'm talking about.
But at the end of the day, I don't need to showcase that video. If they force you to do something, is anything wrong for you to say no, I'm not doing?
You know go fit. I like the way Dr. CM put him. He say nothing to collate. Nothing to collate. There is nothing to collate. Vote. Go and put out the result. There is nothing to collate.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
That was the Senator Bamidele. Abamoro, the minority leader.
Okay.
So nobody is forcing. It's Akpabio that is doing it. They can't force. Those people can't force Akpabio.
What do you mean nobody is forcing? So you think Akpabio
is the one controlling them?
Oh my goodness! So you think there is no? So what you are telling us now is that as you are right now, Mr. Alabo, as you are right now, so you believe that there is no link between Tinubu and his gang, and the Senate, the leadership of the Senate. So you just believe that Akpabio in his own volition, he just decide that that's what he's going to do. If that is your state of mind,
Akpabio is a politician.
What do you mean is a politician?
Is a politician.
Which Akpabio on his own cannot do that.
Go and check the history of Akpabio.
Akpabio can't control them. Shebi, how many times they challenged him Over even
What are you
where
saying
is the
now?
other
You
guy?
say Akpabio did that on his own.
Seriake
Express.
Dixon,
He-
Seriake Dixon, and Senator for Anambra North. Okay, what is the name? Tony Nwoye. There are a lot of people challenging. I mean, talk that even Ali
All right.
Dume, they
Wait,
challenge him all the
lower that
time.
thing.
What do
All
you
right.
mean? Akpabio was. Are you kidding me? In Nigeria of today, the Senate, do you think they do anything without express direction or directive from Tinubu and his gang? I don't even want to use executive, because if I use executive, I'm going too broad. I narrow
But
it down to Tinubu and his gang.
Oga Jonathan,
Yes.
All right. Let's round up.
sometimes Nigerian politicians they do something under their own discretion just to be loyal to the king. They do it
Not
sometimes.
this one. Not please, not this
But,
one.
yes, but not on this one. I know. I get.
Not
I
on
know
this
what
one.
you're
This one
saying.
is too
Naija
central.
Watch, I send you one message for private chat.